Good morning, everyone, and good morning and welcome to Mondays with Meg. I can't believe it's already January 10th. Crazy town, right? I am so hoping that to start off your new year, you're feeling really good about how the past week went. I would love for you to tell me in a comment here, how do you feel about your first week of the year? I want to know. Go ahead and leave me a comment right here. And as always, as we get started into this Mondays with Meg, please, if you have any questions or comments at all at any time, throughout our conversation, please go ahead and leave those in the chat and I will get to them ASAP. So, this morning on Mondays with Meg, we are going to be focused on building our 22 in 2022 bucket list. I love a good bucket list. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited to have this time with you this morning. So, Rihanna said in the chat here, it's that it was a total trial run. I love that. You know what? I think that's beautiful, Rihanna. How about we all have a do-over today, right? I mean, that's kind of the beauty of a Monday. But we're going to get more into that in just a minute. So, I kind of feel the same way. I feel really good about how last week went, but I'm excited to take it even to a higher level in the week ahead. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive right in. At any time, though, please leave me comments and questions in the chat. I would love to hear from you and hear how things are going. Okay. So I hope you're ready. Buckle up. We're going to make our 22 in 2022 bucket list. Okay. Because I know, goal setting can be a super daunting task. Please raise your hand if you're with me on this because, it's a lot, right? I mean, some people even avoid making resolutions altogether because they haven't been successful with accomplishing them in the past. And maybe that's you. I know I've been there myself. So, if you are looking to set goals for the new year, but you don't know where to start, or maybe you're looking for something a little more fun than the traditional goal setting methods, well, today I am going to share a super fun way to bring them to life for you this year by creating a 22 in 2022 bucket list. Okay. So, first, let's be honest, okay? January 1st is not a magical day. Neither is January 10th, really. And neither is Monday, for that matter. The truth is that you can begin where you are right now, whenever that is, whether you're on with me live right now or watching this later. You absolutely can begin right where you are right now. And I think humans are innately inspired by organically occurring changes in life, like seasons of the new year, right? Certainly, there is something about the newness of a new season coming and the desire to become clean and organized and intentional about what we're walking out. And then, as we go throughout our year and once fall starts, it really seems like we're all perpetually busy, even more than the rest of the year. It's like this constant stream of obligations and parties and events. You remember, we just all went through it, even in the middle of a global pandemic. So, finding time to create habits is in an already frenzied season is challenging enough. And many people are discouraged by that and then choose to wait till the new year to actually begin. But I have to be honest, like, even though it is the new year, even though we're ready to begin, I feel like we first need to change our mindset a little bit before we actually get into the action of creating goals. Because honestly, it's like our brain is a recorder, okay? Our brains remember how we handled commitments and resolutions and goals in the past. Out, right? Or maybe yay if you're good at it. Anyway, but if you never buckle down and finish those types of things, your brain actually remembers that. And it's like it prepares to be flaky in this space. So if you have not done your best with goal setting and intention setting and resolutions in the past, it might be because your drive is based on motivation rather than commitment. And I'll tell you, motivation is temporary, right? It fizzles out whether we want it to or not, because motivation really is based on feelings, but commitment is different. Commitment means that you do something regardless of how you feel. It isn't dependent upon inspiration. Okay. So that is why keeping small commitments to yourself is so important. You might not realize it, but in doing so, you are creating a habit. So following through on obligations not only builds integrity, but it actually builds character and it creates the habit of accomplishing things, which I know we all want to be doing. So if you habitually flake out, you're programming yourself to be a quitter. Ouch, right? None of us want that in our lives. And I know that is tough to hear. And I so want to help you to change this habit for good and head in a positive direction in 2022, no matter what life tries to throw at us. So, the best way to be successful with your goals is to take the time to actually articulate them and break them down into smaller steps. So, first, you want to consider the main areas of your life that you want to have be the focus on having growth in for 2022. Okay, so I'm going to give you some suggestions, first of all, of the areas of your life that you might want to hyper focus on for this year specifically to have some major growth in. And maybe for you, these are areas where you're not really feeling very satisfied in, but you really want to be. And you know that that will be a huge difference maker for you. Okay. So, some examples, and you might want to jot some down. Okay. Are like physical health goal or any sort of health goals, really. So, health goals could encompass physical health, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, any sort of thing like that would, for me, falls under like health goals. Okay. Now, you could also have some organizational goals. And I know for me, that was what I did this weekend. I cleaned my closet. That was one of the things on my 22 in 2022 bucket list. Check, got that one done. Felt really good. So, any sort of organizational goals, like maybe you want to create a cleaning schedule or something like that, possibly financial. Like maybe you want to reduce or pay off debt or create a budget and walk it out. You could possibly have some relational goals, and that could be anything from romantic relationships, friendships, or even family, or specifically with your kids, or any kind of relationships that you have. Maybe it's work relationships, you name it. Another category is fun or recreation or adventure. That's one of my favorite categories personally. And you could come up with very specific things that you want to focus on in that area, business or career. Okay. And maybe that's something like maybe you want to read one business related book per month, something like that. Personal development is also a great category that can have lots of things in it from finding a mentor to also reading a certain book, listening to a podcast, hiring a coach, anything like that, okay? So, once you know your main areas of priority that you want to focus on for the year, then you can begin to brain dump about all of the actions you can possibly take to work towards achieving those goals within those areas of focus, okay? Now, these action steps are actually what will make up your 22 in 2022 bucket list. Remember, you can put some big actions on here, like maybe overhauling a certain room in your house or something like that. But I wouldn't have all of them be really epic things because 22 is a lot if you made them all these giant goals. So you might want to consider having something like clean and organize a closet be in there that might be a little bit more of like a few hour on a weekend activity thing you can do to feel really good about moving forward intentionally. Okay. So, I made a worksheet for you to use to write out your bucket list to make it super easy. Okay. So remember, after you make your list, the most important thing to do is to actually keep it handy and actually work the action items into your calendar ink them in, okay? Don't just make the list and put it in a drawer somewhere to only find it in December after you've totally forgotten your focus. That will not feel good, I promise. Been there, done that, okay? You can even take a photo of it and keep it on your phone for super easy access. And you can post it in your office for added accountability, anything that makes sense for you to keep it at the front of your mind all year long. Okay. Now, I also want you to share your list of 2022 with me. And I can't wait to see how fabulous you feel as you walk out this new year with intention, focus, and confidence, knowing that you're keeping your priorities in their rightful place. So, in Confetti Club, go ahead and just post it right here on the event. And then if you're on YouTube here, you can always send it to me over at Meg at yourcoachmeg.com. I would love to see your list. But you definitely want to get on over into Confetti Club because we would love to have you there in helping us all walk out our best, most intentional lives. Okay. Now, friends, I need you to get started on this week. You are not going to want to delay. And then next Monday on January 17th, 8 a.m. Central, I'm going to be back here with Mondays with Meg again. And we're going to chat all about building routines. Guess what? That's totally going to help you walk out your 22 in 2022. So I'm going to share with you the one routine that you need to build in order to totally skyrocket your productivity and achieving your goals this year. Okay, friends? All right. I hope you have a fantastic day and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.